I feel that the discussion around labeling and audience communication in AI, in editorial media, is at risk from losing the greater picture. I feel that we need to be very mindful to not lose sight of what it is that we want information to contribute to. And for us at Schibsted, fundamentally, that is all about trust in the function of editorial media, trust in the profession that journalists uphold and produce every day.
Yes, I must say that I came here with a very clear understanding that you need to disclose as much as you can in terms of what is AI generated, with what kind of AI is generated, for what purposes. And of course, like use case and tiered approach is something that also spoke a lot to me even before the conference. But what I also saw from other interventions and what it really interested me is this danger of backfiring. So basically this dichotomy between being as transparent as possible, and we're all driven by this ethical principles and this idea of that, yes, we need to give to the public as much information as possible so that the public can make an intelligent and, like I say, decision which belongs to them, right? And in this case, of course, for what AI has been used, how, as much information as possible. But at the same time, if we disclose that much information, would people still continue reading?
If we assuming that the reader, the end reader, the end consumer of information places, extra value on the human labor and the human thinking that went into that, maybe one idea would be to start labeling the other way around, because everywhere you have AI everywhere, right? But labeling the other way around and saying, okay, this was fully created by a journalist who did fully the investigation.
Our understanding from our own experience, which is certainly a very limited one, is that the majority of the readers or users are not particularly interested in the background of that. Who would be? They are the most cognizant consumers of content. So they do understand the significance of AI-supported content. They do understand the risks associated with that. And the others are not interested. What they are is the actual content and its impact.
The food industry, the health medication industries have all been using labels for a very long time. They have a lot of experience and we can learn from that. One of the things I think we've seen is that images or illustrations, pictograms that can be quickly understood are more used and more useful than pages and pages and pages of text or even short paragraphs of text. How many people actually read that long fold out information piece that comes in a box of medication? None of us. We all just read the small labels on the back. So I think we need to be careful about the format and the length and the amount of information we give, and therefore also use sort of like gradients of scale rather than just have a warning or a tick.
And I think what was really interesting in the conversation is that the public has a certain perception of AI that perhaps is also a little bit of a mistrust. And so one takeaway is that labeling is important, but also ensuring that it's I guess complemented by an educational campaign or outreach, so the public understands actually the value of AI, but also some of the pitfalls